This is crazy. S&box now has add-ons. S&box is now officially Gmod 2. The new add-on workshop was just added a couple days ago. And now, according to official decree, S&box is now officially Gmod 2. We'll take a look at all of these add-ons later on, but first I'm going to show off the new menu. As a byproduct of this add-on system being made, there's a new menu, which also includes a server list. I forgot about this. There's no way to filter servers or anything yet, but it's cool to see this. Most of this menu looks the same, other than the toolbars being on the sides. It's kind of hard to tell what all these buttons do. There's no labels on them, just a picture. When you're creating a lobby, you can now click on add-ons and there's a big list, well, maybe not very big, but there's a list of all the add-ons. Currently, you just click on an add-on and then you can select it and it'll be enabled. You don't have to go searching through the Steam workshop. It's all right here in game. We can see a description, so everything is grass. As you saw earlier, it spawns grass everywhere. There are some other add-ons like my NPC zombies, and this add-on adds NPC zombies into your spawn list. Add-ons can include custom settings. I don't have any settings currently for the zombies, just this little test to showcase it. And if I was to start a game, everything would load up and all the add-ons would get seamlessly downloaded. The in-game menus for S&box mode have not been updated yet, so they're still pretty bad. The entity list doesn't have categories, and the thumbnails don't actually work on here. So it takes a really long time to search through all the different words and find the entities you actually want to spawn. Currently, there are two different types of add-ons: game-specific add-ons and generic add-ons. Everything is Grass is a generic add-on that can be used on any S&box game. So if I open up Fort Wars, for example, and I create a lobby, I can select Everything is Grass and Pumpkinheads, because those add-ons work on any S&box game. But you'll notice all the other add-ons are missing, and that's because those ones only work in the S&box mode. Now, unlike Gary's mod, S&box is more of a game engine where these are not just game modes. These are full, completely separate games. So it's the same thing with Unity, where you can't expect one add-on to work with every single Unity game. I think this is a really great compromise, and it makes a lot of sense. Let's check out all of the different add-ons. So I'm going to disable Everything is Grass. That one's kind of annoying. We have NPC Zombies, S&box Tool Proof of Concept, the S&box Radio, I made this one, Duplicator, Half-Life 2 Medkit, I made this one as well. The Pumpkinhead, I'm actually not going to enable Pumpkinhead. The Pumpkinhead just puts a pumpkin on your head. The Admin Ball, Explosion Gun, TARDIS, Ian's Experiments, Asset.Party Search, and the Painkiller Weapons. And it looks like I've actually added too many add-ons, so with the current menu, I can't actually click play. All of this is still a very early work in progress. So I imagine in a couple days, this will probably get fixed. I'm going to not use TARDIS because I'm pretty sure this mod doesn't do anything, it doesn't work. Now I have a slightly more filled entity list. It's really hard to tell what anything is. So these are my NPC zombies. You've seen them a ton if you've been following these videos. They're NPC zombies that attack. They're a bit more limited than in the actual NPC zombie game, but I should be able to improve that in the future. I took some damage, so I can spawn in some Half-Life 2 medkits. I made this add-on, it's just a medkit from Half-Life 2. Nothing special about it. The S&box mode didn't have medkits in it by default, so we have them now. This is an explosion gun, I think? Yep. So it creates explosions wherever you click. That's crazy. Next up, this is called the Painkiller Shotgun. So I think this was ported from some game. I imagine the game might be called Painkiller. It looks like it's still early work in progress. There's no third-person animations or any particle effects, but I'm pretty sure it does do damage. Yeah. Next up, the S&box Radio. So this just plays the S&box song. You might be familiar with this. You can press E to toggle it. In the future, I might improve this to support different songs. Maybe you'll be able to input a YouTube link and play any song you want. I can use this entity to showcase something really cool with S&box's Steam audio systems. So if I move this back and forth really quickly, you can hear the effect. Next up, looks like we have Sand Cart. So this is just the vehicle, but it has a go-kart model on it. So so that's really crazy. I think the properties of this vehicle are different from the default car, but it's pretty similar. In the tools, it looks like we have a duplicator and a citizen shooter. So this just creates a bunch of citizen ragdolls, and we have the duplicator tool. So I'll spawn in, actually I should probably delete all of these models first. There's no clear all button yet, so maybe that could be a cool add-on to make. However, that's probably going to get added in by default in the future. Here's the duplicator tool, and as you would expect, it duplicates objects. It doesn't copy the rotation of the object though. I wonder if it saves things that are welded and connected to each other, like with a rope. So there's a rope connecting that, and I'll weld these two together. And does the duplicator tool duplicate it? Nope, doesn't look like it. So this is just a very primitive, super basic duplicator, but I'm sure we'll see advanced duplicator too in the future. This admin ball that I made is just a recreation of the Gmod admin ball, where you eat it and it gives you a bunch of health. The asset.party search. So we should be able to search this list of assets. You have to hold down Q to keep the menu open, but if you hold down Q to keep the menu open, you can't really type. I guess you can if you're still holding down Q. Can I actually get a search in? Oh, okay. And I don't think the search actually even searches. So we do have a search bar in the model list. However, it doesn't do anything, but I guess the add-on doesn't actually say that it works. I think that's it for all the add-ons. Currently, we only have these extension add-ons, which you have to enable before launching the server. However, in the future, there will most likely be another tab in the menu here that allows you to download add-ons in-game right when you're in the server. So you don't have to install anything first. You'll just be able to click Half-Life 2 NPC, for example, and it'll automatically download and install the add-on and spawn it in. And it'll work seamlessly in multiplayer too. Let's take a look at the other sandbox updates. There are some new clothes. Here we can see the new nerdy glasses. And this new hat is called the flat top hat. There's also a new fedora hat. This one is very interesting. Super Tumble has also been updated this week. So this was previously known as Terry's Ultimate Platformer. Whoa, there's music now. So I believe this game has gotten an art pass and it's become a lot more realistic now. Well, maybe not realistic, but it's better looking. Looks like I'm in a little playground world. There's a computer circuit board. Whoa, somebody joined. Oh, that's me? Did I die? I think the gameplay is the same, but it's just more detailed now. If I open up the menu, yeah, this has been updated. In the bottom left, it tells you all the controls, but this world looks so good now. It's really cool. Wow, look at this environment. This is really crazy. This is a totally different art style from anything else in Sandbox. There are giant doubloons way out in the sky too. Shiver my timbers. This looks so good. Wow, I'm really impressed. Oh, different parts of the environment have different sounds. So if I'm down here, the music is really loud. And if I go up here, it's all just wind. So that's a really cool feature. Well, overall, I'm really impressed with this update. It's really neat. There's a new Razor UI. From my understanding, this is a better system for doing complex UI and menus. I think this allows you to mix C# code and HTML code in one file, although I haven't really looked into this yet, and this is all optional. If you're just making a simple HUD, you don't have to even look into any of this. If you haven't heard, I'm running a S&box Game Jam. It ends very soon. And on this upcoming Sunday, I'm doing a big live stream here on YouTube where we're going to be playing all of the Sandbox Halloween games. So this is really exciting. I'm really excited to see what everyone has made. It's time for the Sandbox news.